There's one spun. This nutch guy is gonna hit me. I know it. Welcome racers, this is one of the races I streamed over on twitch.tv/badgerman. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 2 p.m. Central European time, so if you want to come over, I would highly appreciate that. I will also be streaming today, if you're watching this on Sunday, March 21st. I will be streaming at 9 p.m. Central European time, that's 8 p.m. UK, because I am part of the IGTL Creator Battle number 2, just like I was a part of the Creator Battle number 1. You may have seen that video over on my channel. If not, go and check it out. But without further ado, let's get into this race, because it is one of the filthiest and dirtiest races I've seen. Not early on, that's how these races tend to go. So Sardegna, Daily Race C. If you're watching this, it is the last day of Daily Race C around Sardegna, and we're immediately making a mistake here through the left-hander, and there's a Frenchman right on our side. We're gonna run into that Frenchman a little bit later on, but not in a bad way. That Frenchman, one of the few drivers that were at least somewhat clean. As we do lose that position after the mistake, it happens, but we immediately get one back here, and we are back up into 7th where we started. So good times on the first lap, really. One mistake from someone else, and we're back up to 7th. As we are just going around this lap for the first lap, so you guys get to see the lap. We're trying to see if we can size up a move here. We can't, but we're very close, and Slipstream is very good. But I make a mistake here, then get hit up the rear, so helps me a little bit, but no chance of a move here at the end of the first lap as we remain in P7. A little bit lucky there that I got hit up the rear, because I definitely made a mistake there. You guys get to see the good and the bad, and this certainly was part of the bad here on this channel. But we see a move there, and that's way too optimistic. And then he gets shoved off by the Brit in front. Poor guy. Spins off, and, well, it's a position for us. We go over to lap number 2. We are right behind the Brit. We are in the slipstream very, very firmly. We're getting the suck. And he's going defensive. He's hugging that inside line. So we have to go the long way around. But that's our speciality, because braking early and wait for him to make the mistake, as he does, goes a little bit too wide, and we say thank you very much on the cutback there. That is another position up to P5. Top 4, unfortunately, already a little bit away, but it's a long race and we're on the mediums, so we're hoping that maybe a few of these drivers in front are on the softs, as we are immediately getting a hit up the rear from our fellow German here, Mr. Burgermeister, and that immediately sends us wide there. So now we're under pressure from him as he hits us once and hits us twice up the rear again through this corner. Seems to be on the softs. As you can see in the bottom left, we're on the medium, so a little bit easier for us here, as I completely hug the inside line there to make sure he does not go there whatsoever. Then I forget to defend here into the braking zone, and he's in the Corvette. I didn't realize. So he can brake a lot later than my 21% extra weight McLaren F1. It is quite a chunky boy because of the balance of performance, and so he goes up the inside, gets better on the brakes, and gets the position. Lap 4, we stay with him. And, you know, we're gonna just play it calm. The Brit gets us, but then makes a mistake all on his own. And I think it's a little bit of karma, because he pushed off the other guy in lap 1 or lap 2 there, and then he pushes himself off same lap. Now, still lap 4. Now we're under pressure from the Portuguese guy behind. We're losing a bit of touch to the other German in front, but we can defend it here. However, we can't defend it here, or can we? Well, looks like we can. We keep the position. He hits us up the rear. We park the car well on the apex. And no way through there. If you get the inside through turn 1, there's really not much anyone can do. Unless they are much stronger under braking, like a Corvette or something like that. Then they have a chance. But I make a mistake here, and immediately he scrapes past me. That little touch on the door I did not appreciate, but I made the mistake. He gets the position. It is what it is. Lap 5, time for a pit stop, and the fastest pit crew in the world. So fast. They're zooming. Look at that. That was the quickest pit stop you'll ever see. Faster than Red Bull right there. As we come back out, we are P10 now. So we've lost a couple positions, but we will get that back later on, as we are behind the Portuguese now. Sizing up a move here. It's a long main straight, and with the slipstream, with the toe that we are firmly tucked into, and he has none, we're looking for the move. Now, he moves over to the right a little bit, opens up just enough on the inside, and then blocks it again. So I run into him. I was not appreciative of that, but at the same time, he seems to just completely go out of the way, acknowledging that he slightly messed up there and giving me the position. So I appreciate that. Portuguese driver, also not one of the bad ones. And you might be asking, well, what's going on here? No bad drivers so far, really, apart from that Brit that shoved off the other driver in turn 1. Yeah, it's all about to kick off. Like these races always do. Early on, it's all fun and games, but later on is when it all kicks off. And we are lap 7 here on the back straight, which isn't really straight. It's got a couple corners in it, but it's all flat out and into a heavy braking zone as... yeah, I decide to completely go defensive here. Did not want the Portuguese guy up my inside, so he has to go the long way around. And we have a yellow flag, and that is an Italian guy, Tony, who's off. Now, just to show you what happens, here's Tony. We look behind him. He's racing against Piper. That's lap 6. That's a lap before that. Piper goes for a strong move there, shoves Tony off a little bit. Yeah, questionable. And Tony didn't like that. And so what Tony does is bonk. Hits Piper and decides, you know what, you get some revenge. And the game decides, well, Tony, you get some revenge. A 1-second penalty. He doesn't serve it here for the simple reason that he got it too late. Now they both go into the pit lane. And we are going to look at right after they came into the pit lane, this happens. Tony completely punts into him, and there is Nutch, French guy. He'll play a role later as well. You may have seen him in the intro. And OH, the Austrian, completely overshoots, also goes for a gap that just isn't there. And now Tony, a little bit later on in the straight, decides he's had enough, sizes up Piper, and boom. Hits the wall, spins around, and tries to get going again. There's me. Hello. And to add insult to injury, he enters the Shadow Realm, gets reset by the game, and was never to be seen again. So we're in P7 at that point. We got that position, made a slight mistake here. I go defensive. Unfortunately, blocked the Portuguese guy as well. He did not react in time. So a little bit of apologies from my end there, but I feel like I had the right to defend there after that mistake. I had to go defensive. We see another guy in front in the pit lane going from softs to mediums. As we're trying to get closer to that front group, the German has kind of pulled away. And yeah, we're really struggling. They're playing a little bit of weaving there. We do like a bit of that, so fair enough. And then the Portuguese guy tries to shove me off there, middle of the straight. And I, once again, was not appreciative of that. And once again, I parked my car in the perfect place for him to not overtake me. And I keep the position once again. At this point, I'm pretty sure he was a bit frustrated, but once again, he was not a dirty driver. That little shove there, certainly not a good thing, but overall he was clean. But look at this. Piper, once again, had someone come for him after he possibly put on a strong move. Well, let's see what happened exactly, because our boy Nutch is going to make an appearance here. There's Piper. We're on board with him. He's chasing, hunting down Nutch, and he's trying to get him. And look at how far away he is. And look at what he's going to do here. Goes way too late for the move. He does get it, but only with the contact on Nutch, and Nutch didn't like that. Nutch didn't like that. Nutch is now under pressure from the Austrian, OH, and Nutch is, yeah, he thinks about ramming him here. He's like, nope, But this is where we encountered Piper. Nutch, way too late on the brakes, and bonk. Completely shoves Piper out of the way, and not just that, there's the penalty. And not just any penalty, 3 seconds for Nutch. And honestly, it might be a little bit on the low side. I think 5 would be warranted there, if not 10, or even more for shoving him away like that. But we now put Piper under pressure. However, he's much stronger on the brakes, and I know it. So I'm not even trying. I'm looking, I'm showing like I'm trying something, but no, it's really just to put him off a little bit, make sure that he maybe makes a mistake. Now I make a mistake. This would have been my chance here. But unfortunately, I made the mistake in that left-hander. Didn't get it right, as we are now on lap 9. And yeah, we are not in a position where we can overtake him. So we're not even going to try. We're not going to do what he did. We're just going to stay behind and, you know, play it calm and safe for now. We want this result. Door number, by the way, for this race for us was 14. So you get an idea as to how much this result would mean. We're not even in the top half, but we are P6 on the track. And then there's a mistake from OH, the Austrian. And so now Piper on the back, and I have the rocket ship in a straight line here, the McLaren. So I'm thinking, you know what? There goes a guy into the pit lane. And there, by the way, is Nutch serving his 3-second penalty, and he tries to swerve for Piper and almost tries to swerve into my way as well, even though I had no run-in with him. And I thought he was trying to aim at me because that's what it looked like on stream at the time. Now Piper pushes out OH. Another dirty move there. And he's sort of like, he's subtly dirty. And OH is having none of it. OH sends it here, actually goes off the brakes, as you can see there, pushes him out of the way. I'm like, no, I don't want to be involved with that. But I get a good run here, so I'm like, I kind of do want to be involved with that, but not to the degree where I get punted. Unfortunately, I was not expecting Piper to do this. And then I lose control of the car in front of Nutch, and Nutch, look at this. Boom. Gives me one because he thinks it's my fault that I almost spun. Okay, so I'm thinking, Nutch, this is how you want to play it? You give me a nutch, I'll give you a nutch. Go down the inside. A little bit of a strong move, but yeah, look, if that's how he wants to play it, as OH just completely gets pummeled there, poor guy. But I'm like, you know what, nutch, not happening. And now final corner, one more chance for him to possibly get me. And he's gonna do what he's gonna do, which is gonna be very, very desperate. You saw it in the clip. And I knew it. I knew I had it coming all along, and I knew it, so I pulled out of it, and he just completely whiffed. Hit the wall, got a 1.5 second penalty. He still kept P6 though, but for us, well, for us it's a P5. And I'm very, very happy with that. In fact, this was the very race that got me back into a driver rating. So, all in all, a very good race for us. Now, with that being said, thank you very much for watching, everyone. And once again, I stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 2 p.m. Central European Time. A lot of Gran Turismo, a little bit of F1 2020, and generally any racing game you can imagine. Also, as mentioned before, once more, the IGTL Creator Battle awaits us today, as this video releases, tonight, 9 p.m. Central European Time, 8 p.m. UK. I would appreciate if you show up for this, if you join me in the chat. 69 laps, nice, around Lago Maggiore West. So I hope to see you there over on twitch.tv/badgeman. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.